The truth sets you free, but it also causes a lot of kind of trouble along the way. We're talking about stability as well, and you're going to gamble that stability. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. You have brilliant intuition, Saji, brilliant intuition. What is it you can't admit, even to yourself, Sagittarius? This won't be the first thing that comes to mind. It might be the last thing that comes to mind. But this month, August 2026, with the 2 eclipses that we've got, are going to see you looking in the mirror at last and seeing the truth that you need to see. The other card that I get for you is this one, you mysterious bunch, the Keeper of the Keys. There's some kind of unlocked secret truth, some kind of it's not even that you don't know it, it's like what they call the known unknown. You know it and you don't know it. You know it, but you might not want to admit it. It could be a bit uncomfortable. But no one puts Saggy in the corner. Not on eclipse month. Let's take a couple of tarot cards. Let's dig in and look at this gorgeous mirror. I like it, but I think it's tough. I think it's going to be tough love. Yes. We start off with the Knight of Swords. This could be a conversation. It's like a direct truth. Sagittarians, ruled by Jupiter, you kind of rule the truth. You rule philosophy, you rule freedom and expression and fire and all that lovely stuff, okay? But sometimes, for all of us, even you, Saggy, you can't speak up at a particular time for whatever reason. Let's say it's at work. Let's say you really need the money and you can't rock the boat. I think you've been in a period of time over the last year or so where you've had to, and it's come up in your readings time and time again, where at the very least you've had to behave and toe the line, which for a Sagittarius is not natural and it's not good. Okay? Yes! This is what we want. I don't know how to do like the whole surfing thing. I guess it's hang 10, isn't it? Like that. This is what we want. The Knight of Wands. Yeehaw. This is like, how you doing? And this is like, I need to tell you a boring and sharp truth. I'm going for the how you doing. Okay? I like this. It's woof. It's you on a good day. It's you surfing on a truth. The truth will set you free, but first it's probably going to piss you off. That's what they say, isn't it? That's what they say, Saji. Yeah. You may have been keeping a secret. You may have been keeping a secret from yourself. You may have just, well, you definitely have. In the last year, you've been so stacked with some kind of obligation, responsibility, inability to do your own thing. It's like, oh, if you clip the wings of the Sagittarian, it's a very sad sight. And I don't know whether you're like volunteering for that or whether it's just, let me know in the comments and let me know if you're early, middle or late Saggy, okay? It feels like people have been putting upon you and sometimes that's just the way it has to be. You got to get shit done. You know, the easiest route forward to getting shit done is just to toe the line. But, oh yes, yes, yes. The Sun. Put the Sun with the Knight of Wands, tickety-boo. This is you when you are able to actually, if you can't actually kind of get the truth out there, because this is quite a slow process. Excuse me, got allergies today. At least you can be yourself, I think. It starts in August. It starts around mid-August, which is soon, like the 12th, when we have a gorgeous new moon solar eclipse in Leo, which is a sister sign for you. And then we have another mutable sign. Pisces has an eclipse at the end of August, which is like a truth bomb, okay? And for you, it does you no end of good. I don't know what's happened to me. Those of you that watch me regularly know that I get allergies when I'm kind of tapping into something. I know, it's not the most like spiritually attractive side of my work, I have to say. Like, let me tell you something. But it happens. So we know we're onto a good thing. Okay, here's your truth. Something or somebody hurt your feelings, or these can even be historical feelings, old wounds. It's the Three of Swords. It's a card that speaks to triangulation. It speaks to tension, but also low level kind of wounded anxiety, and it's what you don't always, and sometimes it's a good idea to avoid it because you need to go in quite deep with this. So this is like this month you may consider therapy. Saggies are very good at therapy, usually delivering it to other people, but sometimes being on the other end of it. But oh, there's another card come out for you there. Hang on. Yeah, community. Sagittarians are brilliant with community. So this is about finding your people, creating a community. Let me know in the comments if you are creating a community, okay? Are you creating a YouTube channel? Are you doing a support group? This is a big thing for you. It's about supporting you. It's about supporting others, but it's also about supporting people as they also look into the mirror of truth. This is particularly going to happen, itchy nose. This is particularly, stay with me. This is particularly going to happen as you get towards the end of August, that 28th, I think it's 27th, 28th. It's unavoidable. You're a mutable sign. It's in Pisces. You have some kind of connection with Pisces. I'm a Pisces, and Pisces Saggy is a good connection. You know, I like it. We're both mutable. It's both weird as, okay? And then the Tower. Now, the truth sets you free, but it also causes a lot of kind of trouble along the way, which is maybe why you were trying to sit on it, okay? As the actress said to the bishop. Because it makes waves. It makes waves. Don't be afraid to make waves, okay? There's probably a really good reason why you haven't been able to up to now, and it's kept you safe, and that's good. And let me just grab my pen, so I'm going to write that down. It's kept you safe, and it's kept the show on the road, it's kept the bills paid, all the rest of it. But don't be afraid to make waves. You're going to have to kind of drop that truth bomb. You may also find in August that other people, other people are holding out on you a little bit with the truth, and you need to not interrogate them. It's almost like leading by example, because you are living in your truth and you're a very magnetic sign. It will encourage others to live in their truth too, okay? We also have the Seven of Swords. So frankly, someone's been lying, because when you get the Seven of Swords and you've got the Three of Swords, there's something here about wearing a mask or not being able to truly reveal yourself, which for a Sagittarian is a really bloody difficult thing, and also does you no good. So there's something here about getting to the bottom of what someone else has to say, getting to the bottom of what you have to say. There may be some very robust exchanges of views and full and frank conversations. Once the Saggy tells the truth, look out. Just look out. Gosh, it's absolutely... I'll just feel like a melted candle by the end of this. Should we look at your love life? Well, love, relationships, friendships, the whole bit. Let's have a quick look at that. Sagittarius. Ooh, this is quite nice. Okay. Wow. There's movement and there's progression. We get the Four of Wands, which is a very, very Sagittarius card. Okay. Again, even in your love life, it's about carving out this freedom. The past year has just been oppressive, but it's been necessary, and it's been kind of squishy and crouched in, and you haven't been able to let light in. So if this is about an existing relationship, it may be that you haven't been able to be open and bright and honest, or they haven't been open and bright and honest. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you've been lying, it just means you haven't been able to be yourself. We've got the Seven of Cups. There's another phase here in your love and relationships where, because honesty is coming into it, because, you know, the moment has come to speak your truth. I'm going to write that down because that's a channeled message. So the moment has come to speak your truth. You will find that anything that's illusory, or anybody who's full of shit, basically, you know, I got no filter left, Saggy, it's gone. So anyone who's full of BS can jog on, including you. So if you find yourself lying to yourself, which you may have been doing, or kidding yourself is a kinder way to put it, you're just not going to do that anymore. And if you find that somebody else is strangely opaque, and that might have happened to you in your love life, where you've been finding that there's been some kind of opacity, there's some kind of, why can't I see this? Why can't you see this? Why can't we see this? That you won't tolerate it. Clarity will be the number one thing, okay? In your work relationships, it will be, again, you may lose your filter. So, yeah, I love that. Look, I just took a card for your work relationships and got a celebration, so I'm up for that. You may find that you get promoted from it. We're talking about stability as well, and you're going to gamble that stability. You will find yourself in your relationships, in your work relationships, in your love relationships, being prepared to gamble stability if it feels like somebody isn't being real with you. The waggly finger has come out. Okay. Then we have the Nine of Cups. Jupiter in Pisces. Remember, we talked about you in Pisces, and we talked about the eclipse, and you're ruled by Jupiter, and this is a very lovely card to get. When you get the Nine of Cups, it's about, what does your heart desire? Can you be honest with yourself about what your heart desires, even if it doesn't match what you should desire on paper, what you think you desire in your head? Well, what about it? Does it match? I think you've been maybe avoiding that question because the answer is a bit of a nightmare. Okay? We have, in keeping with that, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles comes up as a card for me when you're only prepared to invest, you're only prepared, because it's a card of investment, you know, primarily it can also be about money, finances, should I invest in something, investment is usually better long term, those kinds of things. But emotionally, it also counts. Should I invest in this person? Should I invest in this scenario? Should I invest in this relationship? How real are they being? And how real am I being? Do I fancy the pants off them, but I know secretly that they're acting like a bit of a gobshite underneath? This is what I mean. We're talking the real, meat and drink of a situation. You have brilliant intuition, Saggy. Brilliant intuition. All Saggis do. You may not follow it. We all reserve the right to not follow our own brilliant intuition. It's what we're like. We're just human. We're just human. We're living in the human body for this lifetime at least, and it's limiting, and it's scary, and it's difficult, and it's hard to speak your truth, and it's hard to look in the mirror. But Saggy, this month, it pays off like you wouldn't believe. There you go, I ranted. 6 of Swords, movement from one place to another. Whatever your relationships are, whether they're friendships, whether they're lovers, whether they're whatever they are, they need to move again. There's been stagnant water. Nobody likes stagnant water because it stinks. It's not healthy. Things don't grow. Yeah, look. 2 of Swords. What my mum calls neither nout nor summit. In other words, it's not nothing and it's not something. It's the known unknowns. Notice the blindfold. Notice it. Ooh, that's interesting. This is from a different deck, but it's bloody well found its way into yours in this. So we're here for it. We're here for it. 2 wiggly fingers. I never know how to do that. Let me know in the comments section, by the way, if any of you ever watched Chowder. When my boy was growing up, we used to watch Chowder. It was called Chowder. And there was a character in it who was a girl called Panini. Everyone's called Food. And she used to go like that, and then she'd get stuck in it. And she couldn't stop it, and they'd have to reset her chin. I have days when I feel like that, don't you? Anyhow, look what made it in. Signs and synchronicities. I'll just take that a bit further. Timing is revealed through subtle signals, unexpected connections, and small moments that point to your desire. Desire is big. Desire and truth are linked for you. Okay? Desire and truth are linked for you. In the extended love reading, I'm going to look further behind the veil. I'm going to look at, when you pull back the curtain, what is really there? What is the truth? We're going to look at the 7 of Swords, the Tower. I'm going to do cards for you and cards for the other person. Okay? We're going to have a final time, and we're not going to hold back. Because we don't. You get the Queen of Swords with your 2 of Swords. This is something Saggy doesn't normally do, but it's time to be very firm. It's time to have a lot of boundaries around the truth, because the truth, yes, is your absolute priority. Yeah. We have here one of our favourite cards, Lady with a Dolphin, the 6 of Wands. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, or vegan alternative. This is the card of you just hitting your stride in all of these ways. In this way. In this way. Yes. Sun's shining on you because you dared enough to turn to the light. And then the 5 of Swords. whoever these nitpicky people are who are picking at detail, micromanaging, hiding behind logic, and you may have been doing this yourself a little bit, that comes to an end. It won't survive the end of August. That's what the eclipses are for. Okay? I'm going to go and start your love reading. We're going to go behind the veil. We're going to see where the truth lies. Okay? It is linked below if you want to come and join me. I'll probably have another caffeinated beverage. You see if I don't. Namaste.